Jai Guruji. Aunty, can you hear me?
हाँ जी आंटी, वेरी क्लियर.
Okay, okay. Jai Guruji, Aunty. Thank you, Aunty, and thank you, Guruji. गुरुजी की कृपा से, उनकी ग्रेस से आज आपने मुझे सत्संग करने को, शेयर करने को एक मौका दिया at this platform which I have never done before. So I really hope I do justice to it. Jai Guruji. I first met Guruji when I was in the first year of engineering. I was studying in Bangalore, and before that, while I was in Bangalore, my mother called me and told me कि पंजाब से संगत आई थी, and first time जब गुरुजी को ने बुलाया उनको, तो वो उनको लेके गए. My parents went to Guruji. And she was explaining to me, sharing her experience with Guruji, and told me ki Aparna, you can, through telepathy, speak to Guruji from there only, wherever you are, whether you're in Bangalore, whether you're here. So I said, Acha ji. But in my heart, I was thinking, why is my mom talking about any Guruji? Because हम आर्य समाजी हैं, हम तो इवन मंदिर, yes we respect, but हम सिर्फ हवन करते हैं, मंदिर भी नहीं जाते. तो गुरुज के बारे में how come my mom is talking about? But I didn't question it. I just said Hanji. So I'm a dancer. I used to frequently go for 1 or 2 days to Delhi. So the next for performances. So when I went the next time, I went with my mother to Guruji. तो मैंने शी जस्ट सेड फॉलो मी. एम्पायर स्टेट गए और गुरुजी के उतरे, लाइन में लगे और सब माथा टेक रहे थे. सो आई वाज जस्ट फॉलोइंग. मैंने माथा टेका तो गुरुजी ने कहा, ही लुक्ड एट मी एंड ही सेड, आ गई तो? आई सेड, हाँ जी गुरुजी आ गई. नो, आई डिडंट से हाँ जी गुरुजी. आई डिडंट नो दैट ऐसे बोलना होता है, गुरुजी बोलना होता है. आई जस्ट सेड हाँ जी. And he says, Acha. Then he looked at me top to bottom and he said, अपने husband ਨੂੰ नहीं नाल ले आई. So I said, I was blushing, I was embarrassed because I just started college, and somebody is asking me अपने husband ਨੂੰ नाल नहीं ले आई. So I was very embarrassed. I said, I smiled and I said, नहीं जी, नहीं लाई. So one Guruji Sangat standing next to him said, Guruji, ये तो college से है, यदि अभी शादी, इसकी शादी नहीं हुई अभी. So he looked at me again, ऊपर से नीचे, and he said, अच्छा, अब हाले तक नहीं हुई. So again I smiled and I was very, first time you go, सारी संगत है, everybody is looking, Guruji is talking, and he's saying, हाले तक नहीं शादी हुई. So I was really embarrassed and I smiled and I said, नहीं हुई जी शादी. He says, अच्छा, कितने दिन ले आई है? So I said, जी 31st तक. So he said, है? So maybe मैं बहुत softly बोल रही थी. So I said, जी कितनी तारीख तक? He says, अच्छा, आया करी. I said, हाँ जी गुरुजी. So that was my very first day in Empire State with Guruji, and I took to him immediately. I had no questions. He always spoke so lovingly. पहले जाते थे तो पास में बिठा लेते थे अपने, बातें करते थे. And my mom used to ask me sometime, Guruji ने क्या बोला, क्या बात कर रहे थे? And I would think कि अच्छा हाँ नहीं कर रहे थे बात, मैं भूल गई. मुझे याद नहीं रहता था कि अभी मैंने गुरुजी से क्या क्या बातें की. Or anyways, that was the first time, and every now and then I used to come to Delhi. Every time we used to go to Guruji's mandir. Guruji बहुत प्यार से बात करते थे. इतनी सुंदर स्माइल होती थी उनकी, और it was so attracting coming to Guruji to meet him and not wanting to go back. That became a thing for me, and it was for everyone. जैसे आज सब वेट करते हैं कब सत्संग होगा, वैसे तब होता था कब थर्सडे आएगा, थर्सडे फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे गुरुजी के जाएंगे. गुरुजी के जाते थे और फिर पीछे बैठ जाते थे छुप के थोड़ा. देयर वाज अ पिलर देयर एम्पायर स्टेट में. आई वुड लाइक टू सिट बिहाइंड इट सो दैट लंगर के बाद वो ऐसे हाथ आगे करके बुलाते थे कि चलो आंटी आज्ञा हो गई, चलो. तो ऐसा वी यूज टू प्रिटेंड कि हमें तो बुलाया नहीं, so we would not want to leave गुरुजी का मंदिर. So it was very beautiful. It was literally heaven on earth when Guruji left his bodily form. Uske baad, that was a very, very traumatic experience when we got to know. We came to Delhi those 2-3 days. But when I came back to Bangalore after that, went back to where I was living in that house in the room, and I thought to myself, ro ro ke aankheं, itni, we were in such a bad shape. We felt like we were orphaned. Anyway, so I thought to myself suddenly, why should we feel upset? अगर वो भगवान है, तो he's free from the bodily form. We should only celebrate the moments we spent together and maybe try to understand what is it that he came here for. Is there something he was trying to tell us? We all know Guruji didn't preach. We all experienced miracles, and he put me on the path of spirituality, and most of us, right? So I realized that we should not feel upset about what happened. We should just celebrate कि गुरुजी आए, इस धरती पर आए, उन्होंने चुन चुन के अपनी संगत को जोड़ा. इतना सुंदर परिवार, इतने सुंदर सोल्स, कब कब किस किस जन्म की किस किस इन दैट कब कब के सोल्स को उन्होंने इकट्ठा किया है. गुरुजी कहते थे मैं शिव परिवार इकट्ठा कर रहा हूँ. गुरुजी टोल्ड माय मदर कि इस संगत च तेरा परिवार है. एंड लिटरली संगत जी, दिस द संगत जिससे गुरुजी ने हमें जोड़ा, मिलाया, दे हैव लिटरली बिन एंड आर परिवार नाउ. और इतना प्यार है, यू ऑल नो. नाउ आई हैव recently, in the last 2 years ago, I moved to the US, and एक गुरुजी ने एक आंटी को मिलवाया था, फ्रेंड बना दिया था of my mother. She was visiting shortly after I moved to US, so she made me come those 2 weeks she was here. She insisted I come meet the family, her family here, so I feel at home. She took me to Guruji's Satsangs here, so I get connected. Everybody cares for each other so much, and I'm so thankful. I'm just trying to say कि गुरुजी बहुत प्यार देते हैं अपनी संगत के थ्रू. सो गुरुजी के पास जब जाने शुरू किया था मैंने, हर बार जाती थी, गुरुजी बहुत प्यार से बात करते थे. एक बारी मैं क्लासिकल डांसर हूँ, तो आई हैड गॉन फॉर अ परफॉर्मेंस. सो our practices used to happen early in the mornings or through the day or late at night. 9-10 बजे खत्म होती थी, just 1 or 2 days before the show performance. So but उसके बाद मेरे दिमाग में होता था कब खत्म होएगी, मेरे को तो गुरुजी के जाना है, बिकॉज कल फिर दिल्ली से चले जाना है या परसों जाना है, ये कब खत्म होगा, And so once when my mom was outside, came to pick me up, तो वो कहती कि अच्छा, you seem to be in a rush. So she told them ऐसे गुरुजी हैं, and we took them also with us. My dance gurus, they are from Andhra, and उनको लेके गए. Now the first time you take somebody to Guruji, you want them to respect your feelings towards your gurus. Some people may not, but very beautifully Guruji ने उनको accept किया, उनको इतना प्यार दिया. And then he made us dance in Empire State. We were not prepared. He says चलो dance करो. So my dance guru, Aunty, she थाली और बेलन लेके, बिकॉज कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स नहीं थे, वो लेके गुरुजी के साथ बैठे हुए थे. टक 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 वो बजाते रहे, और तराना एक आइटम था, वो डांस किया था. फिर गुरुजी ने उनको भी डांस करवाया. And I'm trying to explain कि गुरुजी वहाँ पर just small मेरे अपने experiences, not that it's a satsang out of it, just how I felt when I was with गुरुजी. तो कभी डांस कराते थे, कभी एक ही नंबर पर कहते थे दोबारा, उंगली ऐसे घुमा के again and again and again he used to make us dance on the same number. हमें पता नहीं होता था बट हाँ जी कह के करते थे. कभी कहते थे 7, फिर 6, फिर 5 ऐसे करते थे, मतलब कैरी ऑन डूइंग इट. सो वेरी वेरी ब्यूटिफुल moments that we spent in heaven at that time. हाँ, I was saying कि after Guruji left his chola, I used to often say to mom ki if heaven is a place on earth, we have experienced it going to Empire State. Guruji ne bulaya apne paas. It was the most beautiful place. So much positivity. Even now, आप बड़ा मंदिर जाते हो या आप कहीं भी anywhere in the world, when you're sitting in a satsang, I'm sure you all will agree with me that that time when we are one-to-one with Guruji in a satsang, we forget everything, all our aches and pains, all our troubles, and there's so much positive energy, right? So, Hanji, so I started going to Guruji, and जब मैं हर बारी विजिट करती थी तो मेरे दिमाग में जो जो भी डाउट्स होते थे या इफ नॉट डाउट्स आई यूज्ड टू टॉक टू गुरुजी सिटिंग देयर. आई यूज्ड टू लुक अराउंड मी, शब्द चल रहे होते थे एंड गुरुजी एक मिनट जी, जस्ट 1 सेकेंड जी, सॉरी. जब शब्द चल रहे होते थे, सारी संगत कोई आंख बंद करके मेडिटेट कर रही होती थी, कोई गुरुजी को देख रहा होता था. Some people used to be enjoying the shabads that were playing, and I used to be looking at Guruji. Every time I would look up to him, he would look at me. I thought he was looking at me, then I would look down. Again I would look, again he would be looking. Sometimes I used to play this game with him ki oh 21 times ho gaye, I should not look at him, but हटती नहीं थी नजर उनसे. और अंदर मन में बहुत क्वेश्चंस चलते थे कि जैसे I was doing my engineering, right? So I used to be thinking and talking to him while sitting in front of him. In my heart, in my mind, I would be saying, Guruji, I know कि आप भगवान हो. I know कि you are everything, Guruji. So I have so many questions कि the creation of the universe. I wish I could ask you, Guruji, you know, the Big Bang Theory and this and that. What about the physics part of it? What about the science part of it? But I know you are God. So मेरे दिमाग में चलता रहता था. जब मैं एम्पायर स्टेट में होती थी, मैं उनसे बातें करती रहती थी मन ही मन में. एक बार ये आए तो मेरे मन में था कि मेरे इंटर्नशिप, आई वाज इन द 3rd ईयर, इंटर्नशिप का टाइम आया तो आई वांटेड कि सीमेंस जो गुड़गांव में है ऑफिस, उसमें मेरी इंटर्नशिप हो जाए, क्योंकि उस टाइम वी न्यू गुरुजी की संगत, सम रिटायर्ड आर्मी ऑफिसर्स वर एट वर्किंग विद सीमेंस इन गुड़गांव. तो एम्पायर स्टेट में जो बड़ा वाला जो मंदिर है वो रास्ते में आता था, उस टाइम मेट्रो नहीं थी. तो मेरा मन करता था कि काश मैं भी वहाँ होती, तो उस बहाने दिल्ली में रहना होएगा और गुरुजी के रोज आना जाना रहेगा, उनको रोज मिलना होगा. So I had this in my mind, and I was sitting in front of Guruji, and he called me, इशारा करके बुलाया. I came. He says, चल फिर आंटी, तेरा सीमेंस च इंटर्नशिप ब्लेस करती. I was like, जय गुरुजी. उस टाइम जय गुरुजी नहीं कहते थे, but I knew Guruji knows, जानी जान है, सब मालूम है उनको. But after that I asked my mom after going back home कि आपने बताया गुरुजी को? She said नहीं. I said मैं यही सोच रही थी उनके सामने, and he just called me and said तेरा सीमेंट में internship के लिए bless करता. So it's amazing. These were the small day-to-day exchanges with Guruji that I'm right now sharing. एक बार ये बहुत लेट हो गया था एंड आज्ञा नहीं मिली थी गुरुजी से एंड मोस्टली सब चले गए थे. तो आई वाज सिटिंग ऑन द राइट साइड ऑफ गुरुजी ऑन द कार्पेट नीचे, रेड कार्पेट पे, एंड इट वाज ओनली मी ऑन दैट वॉल. देयर वर सम आंटीज अक्रॉस मी. गुरुजी गॉट अप and came and sat next to me on my left, and he stretched his legs and he said Mukki Mar. So I started trying to Mukki Maru, and Guruji ki body was so supple and like butter कि I didn't know how deep my hand is. Not Mukki Mar, उन्होंने अपने हाथों की फिंगर्स को स्ट्रेच करके, यू नो, लाइक आई एम नॉट ऑन वीडियो राइट नाउ, लोग कराटे चॉप वाला हाथ ऐसे स्ट्रेच करके कहा ऐसे 1 1 1 1 लेफ्ट राइट यहाँ पर मारो. तो मैंने उनको वो किया और फिर मेरा हाथ अंदर ही चला गया. एंड व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, हिज बॉडी वाज सो सॉफ्ट. तो मुझे लगे कि मैं बहुत जोर से कर रही हूँ या मैं बहुत धीरे कर रही हूँ, उनको ठीक लग रहा है. जो शेयरिंग की हाउ व्हाट आई वाज गोइंग थ्रू एट दैट टाइम. तो फिर कहते जोर नाल कर. तो मैंने और जोर से किया. मुझे लग रहा था माय हैंड वाज लिटरली गोइंग more than halfway through, but pata he said hor zor na kar. So I did my best, and then Guruji said oh samne moti aunty बैठी है, onu बुला के लिया. And I felt so bad कि oh no, मैंने शायद ठीक नहीं किया. I failed my test. तो I wanted to say Guruji नहीं एक और बारी मौका दे दो, but anyways whenever questioned Guruji it was always हाँ जी Guruji. गई सामने वो आंटी को लेकर आई. अब वो गुरुजी के लेफ्ट साइड में थे और मैं गुरुजी के राइट साइड में बैठी थी. गुरुजी स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग टू दैट आंटी. शी वाज एन एल्डरली लेडी एंड वो गुरुजी को जब आती थी सबका रिलेशन गुरुजी के साथ डिफरेंट था. सम यूज्ड टू सी हिम एज अ फादर, सम यूज्ड टू सी हिम एज देयर सन. तो मेनी एल्डरली लेडीज आई रिमेम्बर सीइंग, वो आते थे गुरुजी को कुट के जप्पी ऐसे अच्छे से हग करके. they would kiss him on his forehead or you know on his arm as a mother. There were ladies who used to have motherly feelings towards him. So this lady also used to always shower love on Guruji like a mother. तो वो साथ में आई थी and she started, वो अच्छे से गुरुजी का दबाने लग गए. And I was sitting there and I was thinking oh no, I missed the opportunity. मैं तो बातें भी कर सकती थी गुरुजी से. So my mind was reeling, बोलती रही. Suddenly गुरुजी, I was thinking, अब बात करूं गुरुजी से, अब बात करूं गुरुजी से. He's just sitting one with me. There's nobody. Suddenly गुरुजी said, पापा कहाँ है? पंजाबी च पापा किथे? I didn't know he was out for work. I think that day he might have been touring Rajasthan, going to Punjab. So I said, जी गुरुजी पता नहीं, शायद राजस्थान में. अच्छा, भैया किथे है? तो मैंने कहा जी भैया तो आज आए नहीं. अच्छा, वड्डा कौन है, तू कि भैया? तो मैंने कहा जी भैया बड़े. अच्छा, लगदी ता तू है. So I said, हाँ जी गुरुजी, सभी ये कहते हैं. I always looked older and more mature. So I was like, now Guruji is also saying this. Then this conversation ended. Then I started thinking, अब मैं क्या बोलूं गुरुजी से? So then I said, this is, maybe I can ask him about my career path. So I asked Guruji मेरी internship लग गई है और सीमेंस में और इन्फोसिस में जॉब लग गई है. But I want to prepare for MBA. I also have civil services in my mind. So when I said Guruji मैं आइए इन्फोसिस ज्वाइन करूँ या MBA की तैयारी? So he says, वो भी ठीक है. I said, अच्छा जी. Now that didn't answer my question. So I said, तो गुरुजी MBA वो भी ठीक है. अच्छा जी. Again 2 minutes passed. Then I said, गुरुजी मैंने IAS की तैयारी करनी थी सिविल सर्विस. वो भी ठीक है. तो शादी कर ले. I said, अच्छा जी गुरुजी. And in my heart I thought, oh no. I was giving 3 other options. Guruji took me to an entirely different tangent. But Hanji Guruji. So, Sangatji, after that day, every time that I met Guruji, he used to say these 2-3 lines. Bhaiya kithe hai? I would tell him so and so place. वड्डा कौन है? I'd say गुरुजी भैया. अच्छा लग दीदा तू है, चल फिर तेरा ब्याह कराते, चल फिर तेरी शादी कर दें. I'd say हाँ जी गुरुजी, हाँ जी गुरुजी. And I knew it in my heart कि गुरुजी आप जिसको भी बोलोगे मैं उससे कर लूंगी शादी. Whoever you have in your mind. But never thought beyond that, never knew that he would leave us one day. His physical form never knew that. I thought कि I will also be one of those elderly aunties कि when I grow very very old, तब भी मैं गुरुजी के पास ऐसी, गुरुजी तो सेम होंगे, मैं भी ऐसी बैठूंगी, तब मैं भी उनसे, ये सोचा ही नहीं. तो I thought I have all my life to have conversations with him, that he'll be there to guide us at every step. So, anyways, गुरुजी के साथ बहुत ब्यूटीफुल मोमेंट्स गए थे. गुरुजी ने दिए. फिर बड़ा मंदिर में फंक्शंस होने लगे. बड़ा मंदिर खुल गया. बैसाखी हर साल, न्यू ईयर बहुत डांस कराते थे गुरुजी. ऐसे ही दूर से ही उठ कहते थे चलो डांस करो. और ही वुड टेल सिंगना अंकल और सेवादार अंकल की वो ही आकर उठा के डांस करवाते थे. तो these were some of the experiences with Guruji. After Guruji left his chola physical form, I think in 2009 I had a dream. Aunty, you can hear me, right?
हाँ जी आंटी, very clearly.
So I had a dream in 2009 कि Guruji, in my dream I had another dream. So in my dream I was sleeping, and in that sleep I had another dream in which उस time roadies होता था. तो शायद वो roadies की वजह से एक I'm just trying to explain कि एक what is that task. There was a task that 4 of us had to perform, and Guruji was our coach, and he was जैसे कोचेस अपनी टीम्स को बकअप करते हैं बाहर से और आप मैदान में हो, वैसे गुरुजी ने एक टास्क दिया था. वो टास्क वाज कि एक रिले रेस की तरह हम 4 लोग एक समुद्र में हैं. That water, that ocean is actually an ocean of filth. I'm so sorry to say, but it was an ocean of, now please excuse me, uh, human excreta and filth. And we were inside that ocean. We were 4 people, me, my mother, my brother, एक और अंकल थे, दलबीर अंकल. हमारे फैमिली फ्रेंड्स थे पहले के, नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ गुरुजी संगत. We are all at the bottom of the ocean, and while we are progressing with the task, we are rising up, and the end of the task we are supposed to come to the top of the water so that we can breathe. So obviously we cannot breathe right now, we are in the water, but we can see Guruji outside the water pacing up and down like a coach, saying literally he was like buck up जैसे करते हैं. तो गुरुजी ने बोला क्या, he was very tense. He was जब हम गुरुजी को मिलते थे, he was pink and peaches and roses, खिले हुए and bright. But in my dream he was almost ash color and dark and very tense. उनका expression था, and he said करो करो I'll just tell you in short. He meant कि you have to complete this task. You have to win. You have to complete the task. I know it is difficult for you. I know it's very hard, but it is not hard for you. It is hard for me. I am the one who is who is actually going through it. And if even one of you will not be able to complete the task, you will die. Again, you will be reborn. You will have to do the whole task all over again. So, but I will still be there to help you. But you might as well do it now. So, we are in water, we are trying to do the task. And अगर हम में से एक ने भी अगर वो टास्क नहीं किया होता, हम ऊपर ऊपर आ रहे हैं पानी के, तो we would all have to die. So as I finished my task, I was at the bottommost part. I finished my task, I looked up and सांस नहीं आ रहा, so you want to quickly go up. So from that dream, as I was unable to breathe, I kept waking up also. And I was going back again to the same dream because I wasn't able to breathe, because you're living that, you're experiencing that in the dream. So I believe I was fully sweaty and wasn't able to breathe. Anyways, as I completed my task, I looked up, they were all 4 floating bodies. So I understood ki one of them did not do the task. So I also have to give up. So I gave up and I died. Now I can see from a third angle 5 bodies, the 5th one being mine. Sorry, 4 bodies. I could see my body also floating in that dirty ocean water. After some time, millions and millions of years passed away and the sun is नीचे से दिख रहा है कि sun है पानी के ऊपर and it's drying up the water. तो जब पानी सारा सूख जाता है and हमारे nostrils के अंदर का last drop of water जब सूख जाता है तो ऐसे करके हमें एकदम सांस आ जाता है क्योंकि अब नाक में पानी नहीं है. So we can breathe. So I come back to life after millions and millions of years. And I see that वो जो 4 bodies थी, they are also back to life and they started walking. और सब अपने आप को झाड़ रहे हैं because वो जो सारा गंदा मंदा था पानी में वो सूख गया, so they are just अपने आप को dusting it off. And I'm also अपनी body झाड़ के I started following them. When I was following them, we all went through a path in which there was one tree, which I saw the tree and I remembered, oh, Guruji ne dikhaya tha, this is where you are going to die, that tree. I saw that tree. Acha, uske baad I kept going behind those walking bodies persons. I saw a window in which a shopkeeper was sitting, and I saw the shopkeeper and I remembered that, oh ho, inko to maine 10 rupees dene the. And I did not have those 10 rupees to give to him. Well, anyways, and I went further, still following those bodies, and I saw that they all entered a room. When I went to that room, पंखा चल रहा था वहाँ पर. मुझे वो रूम, वो पूरा रास्ता, वो सब अभी clearly दिख रहा है. I went and said, and I looked at them and I said, oh, this is mom, bhaiya, and Dalbir uncle. So I started sharing that, did we just come back to life? Did you see this? So we all started talking to each other. And ये इस दौरान मेरी नींद खुल गई and I woke up from my dream. Now this was in winters. I was fully sweaty and I got up. I was in a different room because of our dogs. So I went to my mom's room. I woke her up somewhere 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock at night. And I told her कि ये मेरा सपना था. Please listen to me. I started telling her the dream कि मेरे को अभी ऐसा था. It was not a normal dream. It was very intense. And मम्मा मुझे गुरुजी के सपने आए हैं recently, but मैं भूल जाती हूँ. And you also tell me, write your experiences. I never write. I always forget क्या गुरुजी ने बोला. I forget उनसे क्या बात हुई. So please listen to me so that मैं भूल ना जाऊँ, क्योंकि मैं नींद में हूँ. She says, "Haan, tell me." Then I told her, this is my satsang. This was my dream. And then she was listening, and obviously नींद उड़ गई उनकी, वो सारी सुन रहे थे मेरी. और फिर I started crying. I was overcome with that conversation with Guruji. When he is saying ki, so the crux of that dream, and after that the conversation I had with my mom was that, Mom, Guruji is trying to help us. We have to rise in the path of spirituality. We have to open our receptors and be receptive of the blessings. He is here to shower on us. He is here, he wants to bless us. But maybe we are all not open enough to receive his blessings. So let us help him help us and rise in the path of spirituality, because he is going to be with us even after we die. But he wants us to complete our tasks in this life, right? He wants ki karam. What does it come down to? Means कि कर्म है, आपकी मुश्किल होएगी जर्नी, but हाँ, he kept saying हिम्मत नहीं हारनी, हिम्मत नहीं हारनी. And Sangat ji, that day it so happened that me, my mother, my brother, we were very upset. It was probably one of the days that day when I had a dream that we had all lost hope, whatever the reason. So we were very low in life, and that was the night that I had this dream. So we could relate to each other when I was explaining to my mom कि mama, हमने हिम्मत नहीं हारनी. Life might be trying, it might be a tumultuous journey, but he is there with us, and he is going through the pain. He is going through it. It's not us. So we have to help him help us, because Mama, he was trying his level best to help us, coaching us like a coach. कि करो करो, हिम्मत नहीं हारनी. It's मेरे लिए मुश्किल है. So, Sangat ji, I would conclude my understanding of that dream as कि Guruji is there to bless us all. We all might have, everyone has ups and downs in life, right? But we have to be in acceptance mode. And I don't know, I'm a mere mortal. मुझे शायद कुछ भी नहीं पता अभी इस स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी का, बट ये छोटी सी मेरी जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है वो ये है कि हमें स्पिरिचुअल पाथ पे चलना है, और उसके लिए हमको गुरुजी, हियर ही केम एंड चोज अस ऑल to help us. So we have to rise in this path, and we have to be in acceptance mode. In spite of all our troubles, we have to be happy because he is there. God himself has come down for us, to help us, to give us hope, to shower all of us with so much love and connect each and every soul, his Shiv Parivar, together. We are an ansh of him, and we all are a part of him. Hum sabhi mein there's a part of God, right? So we have to celebrate every moment and every breath, because it is his blessing that we are alive. That I particularly have got, Guruji has blessed me with life once for sure, which I will share with you, but maybe I don't know how many times. Every day in this pandemic, I wake up thinking, thank you, Guruji, blessed us with another day. Thank you, Guruji. You know, now it's become, life is every moment it is thank you, Guruji. So every negative thing, मतलब एक्सीडेंट हो जाए, हाथ टूट जाए, पाँव टूट जाए, बट वी आर हैप्पी कि ओ थैंक यू गुरुजी, बच गए, पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है, राइट? वी ऑल थिंक लाइक दिस नाउ, राइट? So we try to see everything positively. That's the beauty of our Guruji, right? We started seeing his beauty in every leaf, in every animal, पतझड़ में, बारिश में, एक दूसरे में. We see his presence, his grace and his blessings in everything. This is Guruji for me. So that's why it's very hard for me to do his mahima in small experiences, because it's beyond that one experience. He is every moment, every second and every breath is his miracle, right? So I'm so grateful to you, Guruji. Thank you for this beautiful life, beautiful Sangat, and that today I'm sharing. I really hope, Guruji, I'm doing justice. I have no idea. I have not written any points, nothing कि कैसे मैं सत्संग शेयर करूँगी, but as it's coming to me, and please let me know when to stop. I don't know when to stop. So फिर जो dream आया, तो coming back to that, in the dream there were 4 people, right? Now we understood that something is going to probably happen, that there were 4 bodies. But we could not at that time contemplate. We were going through our respective journeys. My mom was detected with cancer shortly after that satsang. That is another big satsang, which I think she has already shared, or maybe another day. So that was one body, my mom. He blessed her with another life. Then was my body, and Dalbir uncle's body, and my brother's body. Dalbir uncle lived 2 or 3 more beautiful years and he passed away. Then me. I got married in 2010, November. My शादी मेरी शादी में गुरुजी ने मुझे न्यू लाइफ ब्लेस की थी. वो so frankly speaking, I was not there, so I don't really know how to narrate this, but I'll try my best, and I will obviously be able to say what I heard from others. तैयार होके सब बारात आई, मिलने के बाद वरमाला हुई. I came up on stage. I asked my husband, going to be husband, stage पे गए. I looked and said, everyone said, oh, बड़ी सुंदर लग रही हो. So I looked at him, I said, how am I looking? He said, oh, well, you're looking nice, but I don't know why you put this color on your lips, because I'm not a kind of person who wears lipsticks. I'm just making it on a lighter note. And then he said, but why are you crying? I said, I'm not crying. He said, no, your eyes are watery. But I said, no, I'm very excited. So he says, Acha, okay, done. But I was feeling a little uneasy. After some time, Varmala ki thodi der baad, I felt uneasy. So I told maybe my brother or जो भी मेरे पास थे कि आई एम नॉट फीलिंग ओके, एंड दे टुक मी टू द रूम, कि एक कमरा होता है राइट जहाँ ब्राइड तैयार होती है, एंड ऑल्सो दे टुक मी देयर, एंड बस दैट्स इट. आई जस्ट रिमेंबर लीविंग द स्टेज एंड फीलिंग वेरी गिल्टी कि बट आई थॉट कि आई प्रॉब्ली गो फ्रेशन अप एंड कम बैक, राइट? सो आई वेंट and then that's it. I don't remember. I came back to life around 4 o'clock. Ye satsang, maybe if somebody else shares, my mother or someone else will be better. But my version is I came back to life at 4 and I was absolutely fine, feeling very fresh. एंड सब मेरे को जल्दी जल्दी कह रहे थे, इतना टेंस एनवायरनमेंट था और सब डॉक्टर्स थे, मेरे को ड्रिप लगी हुई थी और दे क्विकली टुक मी आउटसाइड मंडप पे. ना मेरी इयररिंग्स, मेरे ज्वेलरी टूटी हुई थी, कुछ मेरा ऐसे, मैं ऐसे ही उठ के मेरे को हाथ वाथ धुला के दे टुक मी एंड वी डिड फेरास एंड डोली हुई एंड आई वेंट. Then I was told after, and everyone used to call me and say, how are you, beta? How are you, beta? Hanji, I'm fine. I have no clue what happened. I was for the longest time going through guilt ki why did I faint? Then I got to know कि गुरुजी ने मुझे एक न्यू लाइफ दी थी. My life was only till that time, and through very different संगत he had shown. एक संगत को बोला था उन्होंने कि अपर्णा की झोली में मैंने आज जो जो संगत आई है उसके उनके हर पल के पुण्य को मैंने अपर्णा की झोली में डाला है. और संगत जी ऐसे ऐसी संगत आई थी दैट वी हैड नो क्लू, यू नो बिफोर शादी वी यूज्ड टू, पहले हम इनविटेशन सबसे पहले गुरुजी को हर चीज के लिए देते थे, तो हम मंदिर में देते थे, सो वी डिडंट नो किस किस को गया है, so there were so many people we didn't know, but Guruji does everything his way, it is all planned, he knew किसको मेरी शादी में लाना है, किस किस की जिंदगियों के हर पल के पुण्य उन्होंने मेरे को जोड़ के ब्लेस करके he gave me a new life. I'm so grateful to Guruji and the whole Sangat, and I really want to thank everybody. मैं नाम ले नहीं सकती, but I'm sure जो सुन रहे हैं और when one day when they will listen to this satsang, if it is being recorded, they know so many people in the Sangat who came came out and reached out to us and helped us as a real parent, sibling, grandfather, chacha, taya. Actually, Milni में भी it was Sangat who stood as taya, chacha, mama, grandfather, जीजा, इन सारी शादी संगत ने की थी और सबकी blessings came to me as a new life. So thank you, Guruji, for everything. One thing I want to share is that apparently my mama ji is a doctor, and when they didn't find my pulse, when I fainted or passed out, whatever, so he looked at my mom and did ki she's not there. So उस time my mom, for a second, I believe she wasn't shocked or taken aback. Actually, I don't know, but she was more of कि अच्छा हाँ गुरुजी ने तो बताया था, right? Those that in her dream. So then ठीक है, she is with गुरुजी. She accepted it कि मैं तो हुई नहीं, मैं तो रही नहीं. But I came back, so that was a bonus for her, for everyone. But what I'm saying is कि the biggest things that happen in life now are all in acceptance mode. कि गुरुजी वैसे होता तब भी आपके साथ, वैसे होता तब भी आप हमारे साथ हो, right? So either way it's fine. अब मेरी आजकल पता नहीं क्यों प्रेम प्रेयर में होता है कि जितनी भी दे भली जिंदगी दे, कि एवरीथिंग इज थैंक्स टू यू, जैसे भी आप जिंदगी दो प्रभु भली जिंदगी देना. थैंक यू सो मच गुरुजी. आफ्टर माय शादी Guruji also blessed me with a baby boy. It's 9:15. Yeah. So I wanted to have a child in good time. I was a dancer. I came, Hanji auntie.
Jai Guruji Aunty, please continue. Please share as much as you want to. Aunty. Jai Guruji.
Jai Guruji. So I was in Bangalore for almost 2010. So almost at that time it had been about 8 to 10 years. So it was in my mind कि I'm always doing up and down for dance, एक दिन दो दिन, फिर तो ऐसे मैं ओल्ड हो जाऊंगी तो मैं दिल खोल के कब डांस करूंगी. So Guruji blessed me with a job in Gurgaon, so that gave me an opportunity to come back to Delhi after Bangalore, after Shadi. So we moved our base to Delhi, started doing work, and started dancing morning, evening, and performances here and there. तो एक बारी उस, and I was wanted to have a baby also. सुनते थे कि at least 30 से पहले हो जाना चाहिए, it's good. But I never prayed to Guruji, but just wanted to have a baby. फिर गौरव अंकल को एक सत्संग पर हम मिले थे, तो उन्होंने बोला कि अपर्णा 7 जुलाई को डांस करना गुरुजी के. तो मैंने कहा हाँ जी गुरुजी, हाँ जी अंकल. तो 7 जुलाई गुरुजी की कृपा से मेरे को बड़े मंदिर में हॉल में रात को 12 बजे के पहले या बाद, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर, I performed for Guruji in my classical dance, Kuchipudi style. I did Tarana followed by Sanso Ki Mala, which was recently choreographed um, in Kuchipudi, yet it was Sanso Ki Mala Hindustani classical. And I always wanted to do that for Guruji. So that was my moment. तो गुरुजी के लिए परफॉर्म किया and as soon as I finished that show, my mom was there, my mother-in-law was sitting right there, गुरुजी के chair के पास. Perform हो गया, and I knew at that time, not that I had it in my mind, but I knew something happened to me. I could feel it. I came and I told my mom, Mom, something I can feel it. And within the next 2 3 days, I think 10th, I went and I got self check. Guruji had blessed me with a I was due for a baby. I had conceived. So I think it was that moment कि शिव जी के आगे डांस करके वो प्रसन्न हुए तो उन्होंने मुझे दान में तथास्तु करके कंसीव करा दिया जो मेरे माइंड में हमेशा होता था कि आई टू टेल माय मॉम दिस इज वेरी पर्सनल थिंग बट एनीवेज आई वोंट गो इनटू डिटेल्स पर इसलिए कि महाभारत में भी कुंती पुत्र मतलब वो अपने आप ही भगवान ऐसे हाथ से लाइट आती थी एंड वो प्रेग्नेंट हो जाते थे राइट तो गॉड कैन डू इट राइट तो गुरुजी कर दे मेरे को टाइम से बस इतना ही एक बार ही बोला था now, throughout my pregnancy, I had a very beautiful time. Was anyway scheduled. I traveled a lot internationally also. The doctor said यही time मिला था आपको सब करने में. But anyways, I had a very beautiful 9 months. Then, when I had the baby, Guruji blessed me with a baby boy. Before the gynecologist who gave birth to my son Ivan was also the gynecologist who had given birth to me. So at my mother's time, she was the first lieutenant general in the army, lady doctor, gynecologist. So it so happened that she was right there in Gurgaon when we were, and उन्हीं के through हुआ. So somewhere in the middle of my pregnancy एक संगत को सपना आया था कि my mom was in बड़ा मंदिर on a Tuesday sharing अपर्णा का बेबी का सत्संग. He told mom कि आंटी मुझे सपना आया कि आप ट्यूसडे को अपर्णा का बेबी का सत्संग शेयर कर रहे हो बड़े मंदिर में. She says अच्छा but she is fine. So in her heart of heart she thought knew कि कुछ तो होने वाला है इस pregnancy में कि गुरुजी will fix it and one day I will be sharing it in बड़ा मंदिर. Now after the baby was born, when we were being discharged from the hospital, I think my family stepped out to escort the doctor out and to thank her. So that's when she said, another thing I wanted to let you know, Mrs. Chaudhary, that जब हम डिलीवर करते हैं तो हम इंटरनल चेकअप करते हैं to just make sure all the organs are okay. So we found a cyst which was not there until yesterday or day before. So as a procedure, we've sent it for biopsy. And secondly, Aparna does not have one ovary and her one fallopian tube is closed from one side. So अगर ऐसे miracle babies होते रहे तो उसको बोलो सादगी के साथ और कर ले. So that is when she realized कि my mother and my brother looked at each other and said, "Oh, so this was what Guruji had to do कि उसका होना नहीं था." It's very, I don't know in bio what are the chances, but I believe there are then it becomes very less chances of conceiving. So thank you, Guruji, for giving me a beautiful child who I've called named Ivan because I wanted the name to have a meaning, gracious gift of God. So that is his name, Ivan. Um, I think, Aunty, this is hello.
Jai Guruji, Aunty.
Hanji, Aunty, I think these were some of the main satsangs that I wanted to share my experience with Guruji. Suddenly I am blank, a little overcome with itni unki blessings, unki kripa. I don't know how if the flow was okay of the satsang, but maybe next time when I can think of more instances, more things, I will pen it down and share with you again.
बहुत बहुत शुक्राना आंटी गुरुजी का एब्सोल्युटली हम लोग इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते हैं गुरुजी ने कैसे कैसे अपनी ब्लेसिंग्स दी हैं एक भगवान ही है जो ये सब कर सकते हैं बस
एक बार ये सपना भी आया था मेरे को याद आ गया
हाँ
आफ्टर
जी
वी हैड लेफ्ट 2000 के बाद पहला सपना आया था कि हम जैसे बॉलीवुड फिल्म्स में माउंटेन्स में ट्रीज के आगे पीछे हीरो हीरोइन घूम रहे गाने गा रहे होते हैं राइट तो मी एंड गुरुजी वर लाइक किड्स बट इन द माउंटेन्स हम लोग खेल रहे हैं फ्रॉक पहनी हुई है और गुरुजी भी है और हम हाइड एंड सीक खेल रहे हैं गाने गा रहे हैं पेड़ों के पीछे छुप छुप के और बहुत हंस रहे थे गुरुजी मैं ये इसलिए शेयर कर रही हूँ कि उस टाइम जो एक उदासी थी आफ्टर गुरुजी लेफ्ट वो उस ड्रीम के बाद चली गई कि वो खुश इतने ठहाकेों में हंस रहे थे जैसे बच्चे हंसते हैं ना तो एक वैसा भी एक ड्रीम आया था एक बारी गुरुजी का कि हम खेल रहे हैं ही इज देयर एंड ही इज वॉचिंग फ्रॉम द साइड ऑफ द ट्री एंड जोर जोर से हंस रहे थे गुरुजी से गुरुजी so Guruji has with me my relationship with Guruji has been um, uh, of God only. Some people say as a father or whatever. I always knew कि Guruji is the ultimate, and I knew that this is where I will be always. So my request to Guruji is कि Guruji please अपने चरणों में रखना हमें हम सभी को and हर पल हम आप हर पल we see happiness in however you want to keep us and please help us tread the path that you want us to, not what we think is good for us. I want to do this and I want to do that and what was I and what am I right now? मेरा background career wise क्या था मैं professional dancer भी हूँ ये भी वो भी हूँ right now I'm not doing anything and I always thought कि मैं बड़ी होके ये बनूंगी वो बनूंगी but Guruji said तू शादी कर ले maybe he did not want me maybe he wanted me to be just make a happy home maybe he knew the times ahead are very troublesome. We are all going through this pandemic. I realized when I got a job कि no, now I can't because I have to be there with my baby. Maybe now is not the time. अब मेरे साथ हुआ है कि मेरे को जिस दिन मिली जॉब उस दिन पता चला that EAD renewal times are 14.5 months now. So now when I can work and my son is in school and things look better now, how come 14.5 months? It takes 3 months maximum, everybody knows, right? So it is ki, as frustrated I am, you can't believe it. A person like me who always wanted ki, being from defense background, our families, देश के लिए कुछ करना है संसार के लिए कुछ करना है ऐसी वैल्यूज थी कि कुछ करना है एक भी दिन वेस्ट नहीं करना अपनी जिंदगी का I always used to tell my mom right from junior school कि mom I will not get married and just have babies कि बस बैठ जाओ I want to make my life productive for the society I want to but Guruji is keeping me in the house as a married woman so I'm just saying कि as frustrating it is, I am very happy and thankful to Guruji that what I have is so beautiful. I have a beautiful family, and He has blessed me with a beautiful child. And maybe the need of the hour is right now to just enjoy this and not think anything ambitious or this that. So, जैसे गुरुजी आप रखो, बस keep us connected, keep me connected to you. अपने संगत से जोड़े रखना and keep me in your lotus feet. Thank you so much, Guruji, that you have given me such a beautiful life with you and this sangat. Jai Guruji. Thank you so much, Aunty.